On Sunday, the 1st of May 1955, a silver Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR entered the Mille Miglia, a 1,000-mile road race from Brescia to Rome and back. Behind the wheel, English driver Stirling Moss. Beside him, his navigator, Dennis Jenkinson, a fearless duo who regularly reached speeds of over 170 miles per hour along the public road route.
Driving a 3-litre Mercedes from Brescia, down the coast, across to Rome and north again, he went like the wind all the way.
They were so fast that even the planes filming from above couldn't keep up. Just 10 hours, 7 minutes and 48 seconds later, they were back in Brescia, roaring across the finishing line.
He finished over half an hour ahead of world champion Fangio. The first Briton to win this race, Moss had scored a supreme triumph.
This record-breaking time has never been beaten, and Stirling remains the only British driver to ever win this iconic race.
I think my best race certainly was the Mille Miglia. I mean, the only guarantee we had was the finest car ever built. I mean, the 300 SLR is probably the greatest sports car ever built by anybody, any time. To drive for Mercedes was fantastic.
But now, the time has come for a well-earned rest and pride of place back in the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Stuttgart, Germany. That is, after one last blast. Somewhere it's never driven before. Somewhere that's never echoed to the sound of its thunderous 3-litre straight-8 engine. Somewhere Sir Stirling loved and where he lived for more than 60 years. It was here, in London, where Stirling Moss's 1955 Mille Miglia journey actually began, when he set off for Italy at the wheel of another Mercedes-Benz, the beautiful 300 SL Coupe. The Gullwing. His Gullwing. That Gullwing. And of course, there can be only one place and time where this journey finishes. At the Moss family home, and at the time the SLR started its record run in 1955. The time that gave the car its famous race number. 7:22 in the morning. 7:22.
I race because I love racing. As a sport, it was something very special. I can't think of any life that's better than being a professional racing driver. And the original 300 SLR was probably the finest sports car ever built. Quite incredible. I mean, it really was a most wonderful machine to drive.
What does the Drakensberg mean to me? Well, in a word, it's widescreen. It's a cinematic landscape. It stretches from horizon to horizon. It's just huge. The mountains here are very distinctive. Their jagged peaks just pierce the horizon, and instantly you know you're in the Drakensberg because no other mountains in the world look like this. Everywhere you look, there's a great shot. The plant and animal life is amazing. I've just been stunned by the variety of birds, and there's such a sense of tranquility. It's just beautiful. The landscape seems untouched, but you look and there's rock art everywhere. It really makes me feel connected to the people who have lived here thousands and thousands of years before. But I think it's those wide open skies of the Drakensberg that will stay with me. That's what I'm going to remember.
March 26, 1979. In Washington, leaders of Israel and Egypt sign a peace treaty at the White House. Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin.
No more war, no more bloodshed, no more bereavement. Peace unto you. Shalom, salam forever.
Egyptian President Anwar Sadat.
It is a historic turning point of great significance for all peace-loving nations.
1997. Bodies of 39 members of the Heaven's Gate cult who had committed suicide are found inside a mansion in Rancho Santa Fe, California. 1917. The Seattle Metropolitans become the first U.S. team to win hockey's Stanley Cup, beating the Montreal Canadiens. 1964. In New York, the musical Funny Girl, starring Barbra Streisand, opens on Broadway. In 1944, Diana Ross, lead singer of the 60s Motown group The Supremes, is born in Detroit. Today in history, March 26th, Carlotta Bradley, The Associated Press.
Welcome back in our studio, and in today's news,